We are still on mission 4 and will be for a while, I think. There's quite a lot of camps to take over. Most of them are not mandatory, basically you just have to take over the fort, but this kind of extends gameplay a lot. So just taking out these, the remainder of these enemy units. And then we will have taken over the encampment. Which will be the second one, I think. Something like that. And of course, I didn't muck it up in this part, and the part you're seeing at the moment is one where I actually managed to make Joan take all the hits, well, most of the hits, so that we could still have Lahir in our commander party. Because we might need him later on in this mission. Can't remember how tough it gets, but I do know that Talbot is pretty much of an asshole. I think you only have to face him once though in this game, maybe twice, I'm not sure. And we'll probably be going there next after we've taken over this encampment. Yeah, we've just taken over it. So that's that done. The reason I kept Lahir active and took most of the hits, obviously, to keep Lahir in this mission. As we might need a bit more help later on, but I think he's only got about 1 life left on this mission. I don't understand it completely. You know, the commanders have this yellow bar bit thing near their profiles, and every time you lose a life it sort of diminishes the yellow bar, so I don't know if that's sort of how many lives you've got or something. I haven't quite worked that out yet. I think maybe it is, and we're on the last one of Lahir's lives at the moment. So we need to be able to take most of the hits for him so that he remains in the mission, because we'll obviously need him. After this part I didn't know whether it was worth keeping him around due to the amount of supplies I had to take up to keep him active in this mission, but worked out well, and we've got suppliers of our food and stuff later on in this mission, so I did well. But like I said before, I don't think the French flag is blue, but I think for this basically clarity, I think, to do with who's what the allied units and the enemy units. I think it's something to do with that. The colours that represent both of them, blue being us, red being the enemy. Of course, very stereotypical colours chosen. And of course, I don't think this is a multiplayer game. At least I'm not really into multiplayer, so I wouldn't know. So I wouldn't choose that option anyway. But I don't think it's a multiplayer, so I won't see anyone else sort of controlling the characters. There's another pig on the spit. I get out of here. That's kind of like 5D there, where you can actually see outside and also inside, which is virtually impossible if you just, you know, use human eyes and stuff. So also I've noticed sometimes you can't go into tents for some reason. Some tents you can go into and some you can't. It's kind of weird, I think. Oh, we're probably going to get some horses soon. There's lots of horses around in this level. And but we'll only be needing 2 of them, obviously. Well, for now. I've completely sort of ignored Joan and Duke of Alencon. We've still got the Duke of Alencon, but he's elsewhere, obviously. Supposedly sorting out siege weapons, but you can only actually sort out siege weapons when we go and actually take control of him and build the thing. So yeah, you'll probably be seeing siege weapons later on in this mission. I haven't got there yet, but probably will be doing so. Here is one of my favourites. I don't know how I played this mission first time round, whether I just stuck with the here or went between the 4. I know I didn't really bother with Demet in this level anyway. Gets captured, it's a mandatory thing, it just gets captured. I will probably take control of everyone eventually, but yeah, I can't remember how I handled this first time round, whether I had was using more commanders or just Kerns as I'm using now, but I seem to be doing alright with just Joan and here, so we'll just continue like that. Have a look at the map now, and I want to be going on to defeating Lord Talbot and getting Demet's back. Lord Talbot being a complete arsehole. Also old. You can tell him apart from the other English commanders because he's old. And also I think William Glasdale, because he looks like a clown. So I don't like William Glasdale either. Before we go and face Lord Talbot, I think it would be best if we go and get some supplies. It's not safe to actually get the supplies near Lord Talbot, due to the fact that this game has a horrible habit of just sort of, it'll hijack me basically, and I'll have to fight Lord Talbot then. So we're going to run past all the forts and get the supplies, and then go back to the left, so that we bypass the forts completely then, and then go into the forest to defeat Talbot. He's sneaky though. Sorry, then looking at the map's probably boring. But it has to be done so that I can find out, you know, where I want to go.